Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching, yes,
Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And taking the ball for the Mets, Clay Holmes. What do you have on him, Siggy?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
That one ripped, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the play.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. As the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. And it bangs off the wall. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Yankees.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up.
Payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets.
Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall.
Base hit. One run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
He's confident. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Clay Holmes out of the game. And this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Brian Hudson on a pitch out of the pen here.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
This one in the air, center field. And that's the third out. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. On to the bottom of the first. Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing. This is Yankees baseball on the Show NYC. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for the Yankees, Max Fried. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup.
The 0-2. Maximus notches the K.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Smash that.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Yankees,
To the plate. In the air to left center. Robert has a beat on it. And makes the grab. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Down to the bottom of the second. Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing. And that's a strikeout looking. That K is his third of the game. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep the 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Ripped to right, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
batting 7, catcher Francisco.
So allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other.
Rosario 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We head on down to the top of the third. Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Oscar Brazoban.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Chop back up the middle. Simeon. On to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Yanks held in check, but they lead at 3-0.
I throw in the curveball, add some velocity to it on the next pitch, can't catch up.
Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize. 2-2 now. This one high in the air to left center. Verdugo moving under it. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing. This is Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. That one ripped right center field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Automatic double.
It's off. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Love how he let that ball track.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
Comes through with the RBI.
2 on, 1 out. And that's ripped for a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Here's a ball to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Oscar Brazoban departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. The new pitcher in the game, Tobias Myers.
How'd you like this? Summoned from the bullpen, playing the Yankees, bases loaded.
Into the outfield, base hit. 1 run is in. Ball comes in, runner stops at third. Base is still loaded with 2 out.
Pick some.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Lindor under it. And that is that. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Mets nothing. Oh, and 2 now. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
For the Mets, third baseman.
Got him looking for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Mets go down quickly. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. In the air to left center. And that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Mets nothing. Go to right in his first trip. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run shot, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. That's an
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.